Hey guys, Off from MudMowers. Today we got a Party Bus update. Enjoy. So here is the updated Party Bus. You guys haven't seen this thing probably since last summer, I'd say. Usually I go poke this thing at the end of the summer and just let it sit over winter. But we got it out probably a couple of weeks ago. Didn't take much to get running. Now last time it was running, it had 12-hose flathead Briggs. And that engine has been on this part of the tractor for a long time. But now it's got this Kohler command overhead valve. It's about 14 horsepower yet. It says it right there. So it's got a new 14 horsepower overhead valve. This is the throttle. It used to go there, but now the blinker, the turn signal is there. Governor override, which eventually, like very soon, it's going to have a gas pedal over on that side. I found these gauges on eBay. It was like 25 bucks for them. It's got amps, oil pressure, and water temp. Right now the oil pressure is the oil pressure coming out of the filter. The water temp is the oil temp of the engine. So those were just mechanical gauges, so they're really simple to hook up. Now I don't have the amp gauge hooked up because this is a Kohler command, and what likes to happen is when they sit, or just any time, the magnets will fall off, the glue gets kind of bad, the magnets fall off. Which is why there's pieces of magnet on this engine everywhere. It's just everywhere on this engine. So all those magnets chewed up the stator. It's just garbage now, so there's no charging. But the good thing, I do have 2 batteries. But I do have a few options for alternators. This is off Chrysler. I can make this work pretty easily. It's only like the main power wire and 2 extra wires. And I could take this pulley off and maybe even just weld a V-pulley right to that. But I do have some good options for an alternator. Just mount it anywhere up here. The Delco 10 SIs are really simple to use too, especially because you can get them one wire and they're just about everywhere now. But yeah, new engine. The transmission is still the original MST 206. I did work on the vent, because it does have a vent. Put a new hose on it, and the belt just ate the hose again. With the new Kohler engine, I had to make a new exhaust, because all these Kohler engines, they just blow the exhaust out and you can't get a good muffler on these. And the mufflers, even if they're not blown out, kind of suck. They're already pretty loud. So I welded up this exhaust here. This is a 10 piece of like 1-inch pipe that runs all the way back there. I'll show you in a minute. This is just some elbows I've had, and a little bit of a bend to get it up above the axle. Works really good. Didn't take much to get the leaks out of it. And put a new exhaust gasket on it. And then it goes behind the rear tire right there. And there's also a hanger right there to hold it. I also got this turn signal on here, which right now it's on the hazards, which is this. So that's how it usually is. Right here by the steering wheel, I can turn it right. Those 2 start blinking, and left, the left side starts blinking. Crazy. But pulling the hazards like that. It's like 20 bucks for the turn signal, 20 bucks for these. They're like the Honda turn signal remanufactured lights, so they're pretty decent. I also got these mirrors on here, they're ATV mirrors. And you can see that they work pretty well. There's me recording it, and then you can see it's got a little bit of a concave to it, so it really helps. But those look really good. I do like the position I put these turn signals now. I was going to put them up here, but that looked kind of dumb. So I love where they're at now. The only problem is the dash goes like this, so they kind of go like that too. But yeah, those are on here. And as you also saw, there's a brake light, which I just have 2 sets of braided wire coming back, one for the turn signals and one for the brake light. It's got high and low. Right now it's in the low. If we go up to the brake pedal / clutch, there's a switch and it's mounted right there. So that's how that works. If you watch the reflection, you can see it gets a lot brighter. I go ahead and lock this on, and now you can see it is pretty bright. So yeah, that looks really simple. I just have all of this stuff is powered with the key. So once I take this key out, everything shuts off. Put the key back in, it turns on. My gauges have lights too. Not too bad for 25 bucks, I guess. The radio is on the key. Sooner or later I'll get little toggle switches because like maybe I want the radio without the key on. And I also do have this horn. It's mounted in a pretty convenient spot. It's not actually that loud, but I do have a second horn. I probably will mount on the back or something. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the Party Bus. It has a lot of changes. It's going in the right direction. You can also see this is my shielded radio antenna wire. It's somewhere back in that mess, and it just goes up to an antenna wire here. I want to try to find this actual antenna to put on this thing. I think it would look kind of cool on this thing. But way down here, I've got there's that horn wire. I've got just a mess of cables back there now. But I'm going to try to clean that up eventually. At least it all works. But yeah, that's the Party Bus for now. We're going to go watch this thing rolling up the streets now. I had it going 35, 38 on a different GPS. Still not fast enough, I don't think. I did also toss a set of front wheel bearings in. Not bushings, but bearings. They were working really good. I'll definitely put a lot of use in them and show you guys how they're doing. And I really do love this new exhaust. So let's go watch this thing. Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
She had 40 pounds.
She had 40 pounds.
Just out of gas?
Yeah, I guess it kind of, at full throttle, it kind of drinks it.
Bomber.
I can run back and get it, can. What?
I should have got mine. She's out big time.
found the glow. She just had nothing.
It smelled like it was eating up the belt.
Oh, I bet. I think maybe an idle totally burnt tap.
Yeah, it did smell burnt.
You should push it over so flip it up just a little bit. The clutch was off like that, right?
Yeah.
Because if it's pushed down, it had to break it a little bit. A bit of a drip from the tranny.
There's some cabbage.
Yo, do you remember I was just out there filming like probably half an hour ago? Washington. But anyways, that's a wrap for this video. I'm gonna go enjoy myself smelling like gear oil now. Stay tuned for more.